Hey guys, in today's lesson video, I'm going to talk about the two biggest mistakes I see with an everyday golfer with their driver, and it's really hurting your distance and your club head speed. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the lesson video. The first thing I tend to see is that most everyday golfers are very eager to make contact with the golf ball, so everything's very rushed from the start. So what happens is that from the really good top of their backswing position, what tends to happen is that everyone opens up too quickly in transition, and from this position we're almost dead. From this position there's not much we could do. If we're a higher level golfer, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of early extend and then kind of kick this golf club back to come from the inside, and we might hit this once in a lifetime really good push draw, but it's going to be very inconsistent and our low point is going to be all over the place. So the first thing we have to really understand is when we get to the top of the backswing, we have to be very patient in the part one of our downswing. So for example, top of our backswing, imagine our top of our backswing to halfway down being part one of the downswing, and then from halfway down to impact is part two. Part one should be we shouldn't even be thinking about hitting the golf ball in part one. It should be a position where we're getting ready to deliver the club into the golf ball. So we're not even thinking about making contact with the golf ball. What you have to feel is that from top of your backswing, we have to feel the pressure in your right heel. And this is another important key point, because our pressure should be in our right heel to the top of our backswing, and that's going to ensure that we made a really good full turn to the top. From this position, the pressure from our right heel should go into the pressure somewhere towards my left toes. So pressure from my right heel is going to transfer off towards my left toes. And this is not early extension because I'm not moving my whole pelvis forward. I'm just shifting my pressure from my right heel to my left toes. Then from this position, because we have weight at the end of the club head and we have gravity, once we get into this position where our right heel goes into our left toes, the pressure from our right heel goes into our left toes, the golf club is going to fall to around halfway down. Then from this position, now you could thinking about killing the golf ball from that position, but not from the first part. So the first part is our pressure on our feet has to shift, not from our right heel to our right toes. We want to go from our right heel to our left toes, and then the club will fall right into the slot. Now from this position, now for the face-on golf swing, now we have to talk about the impact, because what happens for so many golfers, the everyday golfers, is that since the ball position is forward, they lunge their whole body forward and they hit a lot of pop-up shots and they hit a lot of shots, not ideal golf shots. They go all over the place. So what we want to understand is that once you get into a position where we're in a good loaded position to around halfway down, from this position, you want to make a impact position as a, let's say for example, a 9-iron impact position. So from this position, my 9-iron impact position, the ball will be somewhere in the middle of my stance. I'll have a little bit of shaft lean, and my weight will be a little bit into my lead side, but it's not going to be anything crazy. This is what my 9-iron impact position will look like. From this position, the difference between my 9-iron impact position and my driver impact position is everything's the same, except my club head moves forward. That's what you guys have to understand, because so many golfers, they hold on to the angles for dear life, and if their 9-iron impact is right here, the driver impact will look something like this, too much out ahead. So what I would try to recommend is a good drill you guys could do is two drills. The first drill is make a golf swing, make a 9-iron impact position. Then from this position, everything's going to stay still. Your body, your arms, your hands, everything's going to stay still. Just the club head is going to move forward, and you're going to feel a very light, very effortless move towards the golf ball. From that position, if you make that same golf swing, we're going to go top of your backswing, 9-iron impact, 9-iron impact, and then from this position, make that same impact position, but the club head is going to travel forward, and that's going to be your impact feel with your driver. Now, another drill you could do is grab the golf club the other way around, and from this position, make a backswing, and make sure that the grip bend is pointing towards the golf ball at impact. At impact. If I release too early, it's going to be very awkward and hard to do that, and if I release too late and lunge forward, the grip bend is not going to point towards the golf ball. So we have to make sure that we release all the angles. So the two mistakes that I see most everyday golfers do is they open up too quickly from the start, and the release is either too early or way, way, way too late. So let's try to get the release on point, and let's try to get our body to transition into our lead foot correctly. And then from this position, literally all the angles have to go away. And if you just focus on those two moves, I guarantee you're going to take our game to the next level. So focus on those two drills, the button of the golf club, pointing back towards the golf ball, back towards the golf ball. Make sure that we're transitioning into our lead foot correctly without spinning open, and then make sure that we make that 9-iron impact position. 9-iron impact position, and from this 9-iron impact position, everything remains the same. Our body, arms, hands, everything remains the same, just a club head moves forward, and that should be our driver impact position. Just focus on those couple things. I guarantee we'll be heading in the right direction. So if you guys like the lesson video, please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. And for in-person or online lessons, I'll leave all the information in the description below. Thanks, guys.